Wilkins charges from behind. We are off and running in what will be the last Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship bout before our anniversary supercard, Battlecade 16. The winner of this championship matchup will carry the title into Battlecade.
And we had this kind of put together on short notice. Oh, Roy Wilkins! No, he couldn't quite make the counter. But Roy Wilkins cashing in his Weaver Cup title shot tonight.
The winner of that tournament gets a guaranteed shot at the gold. Wilkins, perhaps seizing the opportunity with the knee injuries of Brad Attitude that have been so well publicized. He has got basically destroyed cartilage in both knees. No surgical procedure. He just has to rehab it on his own. And perhaps Wilkins is looking to strike in a manner very similar to how Marcellus King struck back when he originally ended Brad Attitude's first title reign.
Right, and like it or not, it's not a bad idea if you're Roy Wilkins.
It's kind of scummy.
Yeah, kind of scummy, but yeah, kind of see where he's coming from. And interesting to note, the coach is not here tonight.
Coach, I understand, is on official business in Cincinnati, whatever that means.
Oh! I'm pretty sure if you ask him, he's coaching the Reds right now.
He might be. Attitude insisted upon no disqualification, and he is already looking around the venue to see what, if anything, he can use to club Wilkins.
Let's put you down a little bit.
And there are pedestrians all over the scene here. Oh, slammed him hard on the floor.
And interesting to note, it was Wilkins that Attitude beat for his first heavyweight title reign.
Yeah, a lot of history between these two men. Matter of fact, that was the main event at Battlecade just a year ago. And Brad Attitude is taking Wilkins into the lobby. Snooty Fox, keep him secure out there.
How much is it? Oh, I'm ready. I'll pay you back in a sec.
Oh, God! Popcorn in the face! It's good.
Oh, he almost got it.
1 for 2's not bad. I hope he gets a hold of Chappie.
Chappie's had a rough night.
You reap what you sow, and Chappie strikes Attitude in the back.
And you know what? It's no DQ.
That was what Attitude insisted upon. I guess he would rather not have to worry about somebody coming from behind and just know to keep his head on swivel at all times.
Well, after you've been obliterated by Shane Helms and Matt Hardy, you'd think he would have learned a lesson.
You would think so. Chappie not real big on lesson learning, as it were. Attitude. I'm hearing the clank of something on the far side of the room. Attitude has unearthed the heavy bag.
Yes, it's what they use.
Caught Chappie right in the face with it. Wilkins avoided it.
They have that here. The dojo trains here. So the Chinese use that, and Chappie. You're supposed to hit the heavy bag, not the other way around.
Chappie may be down for the count. Attitude. Oh, God.
That heavy bag weighs a good 80 to 100 pounds.
And he is driving it into the sternum of the challenger. 3 times.
The thing's full of sand.
The champ standing tall. Remember, title is on the line. The winner of this match will carry the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship into our anniversary supercard. The biggest card of the year. Chappie got the ankle. Golf swing! Good Lord, just knocked Attitude. Caught him, looked like right in the ear on that golf swing.
And he did not see it coming one bit.
All the information on our anniversary supercard is at CWF247.com. Ric Converse returns to the ring for the first time in a year to face Zane Dawson for the PWI Championship. tag titles, television titles, Rising Generation League title, Ultra J title, and this very Mid-Atlantic title cover 2 will all be on the line, and this matchup will answer the question of who will carry that championship into Battlecade.
Right, and then we only have one question left.
Here's the challenger.
Yeah, who are they fighting?
Stomp from Wilkins.
We've got no shortage of top contenders.
No, I spoke with Attitude about that earlier this week, and he said it.
No, the knee.
Attitude said the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship means you are the man in this part of the country, and there has never been more competition for who is the best professional wrestler in this part of the country. There are literally challengers lining up. You talk about the former champion, Marcellus King. You talk about John Schuyler, the winner of the Torneo Cibernetico, who pinned Brad Attitude just 24 hours before Attitude regained the championship. Even someone like Roy Wilkins, the winner of the Leader Cup tournament. You got Chet Sterling, pinned 2 Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champions in back-to-back weeks. You got somebody like Trevor Lee that's grabbing headlines all over the world, who's based in this part of the country.
Right.
I mean, Nick Richards, the survivor of the Cage of Death. There's so many guys who could potentially be the one to stand up and challenge Brad Attitude in the main event of the biggest night of the year.
And that's not to mention, as champion just unloads here, there's guys that aren't even, full-time affiliated with CWF vying to get title shots.
Absolutely.
Guys like Chase Owens.
Someone like an Adam Page, who was the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion some years back.
People, everybody's seeing, how hot this area is right now, and what these guys are doing. That heavyweight title, that Mid-Atlantic title, is a ticket.
Crowd is really getting on the case of Roy Wilkins as he is letting Chappie do his dirty work.
Just like the coach did some weeks ago against Adler, he's letting Chappie really just kind of do all the dirty work, like you said.
It's almost like there's no consequence if that first line of defense gets mowed over.
Right, it doesn't hurt to try.
Wilkins standing tall, Attitude on 2 bad knees that cannot be talked about enough. The Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion is defending his title on 2 bad knees, and the best technical wrestler in the region has got the abdominal stretch locked in.
Yeah, this is not somebody you want to go into the ring with an injury. Roy Wilkins will pick you apart like none other. And you see how he's clasping that hand on that ab stretch. Absolute every bit of leverage that you could get there.
Wilkins positioned himself near the ropes.
And you know why?
Which he can use in a no disqualification situation.
Right, he doesn't even really have to be sneaky about it.
Great thinking from Attitude. Attitude breaks the hold before Wilkins can use the ropes or anything else.
Attitude, man, he is really gasping for air. He's had a number done on him.
Both men now struggling to get to their feet. One fall will decide this contest. One fall will decide who carries the richest prize in all the land into the biggest night of the year. And Wilkins is going for the figure 4.
Brilliant.
Perfect maneuver to use against Brad Attitude.
Absolutely brilliant. He started with the double leg, then went to the figure 4. And when you're going in there with 2 bad knees, this is just an excruciating hold to have to endure if you're Brad Attitude.
Attitude has got to be mindful to keep his shoulders off the mat. It is rare, but we have seen matches end via pinfall with that hold.
It's rare, like you said, he's turning over.
Wilkins is slipping out. Wilkins is trying to slip his own legs out, and he has done it. Wilkins has slipped out. When that hold is reversed, the pressure gets reversed. Wilkins had the presence of mind to slip out, and now it's basically a stalemate between champion and challenger.
Oh, Wilkins comes up limping. When you reverse that figure 4, it in effect becomes an Indian deathlock.
Knees. And Wilkins just using his own body weight to choke out the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, and you see referee Red Jones is not making a count. There's no reason to break on the ropes like there would normally be.
Right, a referee, you'll see a lot of times will still try to put the count on just out of habit and, you know, really just trying to take care of the competitors.
As the arrogant challenger towels off with the champion down, will we see a repeat of the first time Brad Attitude lost the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship? It was a situation very much like this, where a man cashed in a guaranteed opportunity when he felt the champion was most vulnerable. Attitude fought through a 40-minute Torneo Cibernetico and then fought through a 4-way matchup at Omega that included Wilkins on 2 bad knees. Perhaps, because all we can do is watch, we can't get in the ring with them. Perhaps at some point during that matchup, Wilkins caught some sign, some tell from Attitude about just how bad those knees are that made him want to cash in tonight.
Not only that, but you have to figure he and the coach have just been dissecting footage and tape of Brad Attitude over the last month.
That's true. There could have been a tell in any of Attitude's recent matches, and this is a guy that still wrestles a full schedule, very active with the WrestleMerica organization, active with Omega, active with CWF Mid-Atlantic.
I know.
And Wilkins has really been doing a number here for, I'd say, the last 5 to 6 minutes.
Wilkins has taken the energy out of this room is what he's done. This crowd that was so lively for Brad Attitude at the start of this matchup is starting to get ornery, starting to get angry at the thought that Brad Attitude may lose the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship for a second time by almost the same means that he lost it the first time. Someone being opportunistic and cashing in while he is down. Wilkins jawing with the crowd. Very uncharacteristic of Wilkins to take his eye off his opponent here.
Right, he's very arrogant, but he hardly ever jaws with the fans.
Oh, God, chopped him right in the chest.
And that can have a lot to do with the coach not being here to keep him focused.
The champion must fight.
And he's always got to look over his shoulder at Chappie. And I think he's trying to take care of that issue right now.
Boy, he's got to be careful, though. Those are precious steps on those bad knees. He has got to be careful of that. Those are precious steps that Attitude may be wasting here.
Right, it's kind of like when you have to take a detour when you're out of gas. You know, you got to be real careful about what energy you use here.
That's a great analogy. Attitude must be judicious with his leg work. He must be judicious. Oh, hit the post. Oh, Wilkins reversed it, and Attitude went face first into the post. He may come up bloody. He went face first into the post, and you heard the sound echo off the walls of the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium.
And he was not able to get his hands up in time to protect himself.
What is this Nimrod doing?
Hey, maybe he's leaving.
Wilkins has sent Chappie to the back. Attitude is in bad shape.
Maybe Wilkins feels like, what in the?
Oh, that's the kendo stick that Brad Attitude on more than one occasion used to wear out all of the All-Stars. When Attitude found himself outnumbered, when Attitude has found himself outnumbered, this has been his equalizer, and now he has got hold of his equalizer.
Well, a shot in the ding-ding's an equalizer.
Oh, no! Oh, yeah, Wilkins! Oh, yeah, champion! Call it a kendo stick, call it a Singapore cane.
Those things hurt like hell, Brad.
That's exactly what you can call it. Oh! Chappie may die his most gruesome death to date.
And Attitude has had enough.
Crowd is literally calling for Attitude to continue caning what's left of the All-Stars, and boy, I bet the coach is glad he's in Cincinnati.
He almost got Red Jones.
Oh, Wilkins going into the front row. Look out.
Oh, he tried for the dive, but he caught a chair instead.
Wilkins went into the front row. Sterling grabbed a chair. And man, that's dangerous. Any part of that chair could have just split Attitude open. Any part of that chair could have just concussed the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
And I think it caught him more in the shoulder and the arm than anything else.
Oh, you heard the scream from the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion has said more than we ever could.
And this crowd really trying to get Attitude up, trying to get behind him. But I don't even know if the crowd can get Attitude past this.
Will the no disqualification stipulation come back to bite the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion?
I questioned the logic when he made the stipulation because he knew there would be all-stars here.
I'm gonna speculate, maybe he knew about the knees. He knew he couldn't wrestle Wilkins. He hoped to keep it a fight that he could win. Oh dear.
Possibly.
Oh
God,
dear.
No.
Oh
God.
Two knees that are both all but shot in the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion. And Wilkins and this idiot Chapman are able to pretty much call their shot here. Be that as it may, Wilkins may leave here the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
Right now, I feel like it might just be a formality.
Wilkins, half crab perhaps?
Yes. Got it sunk in deep with that half crab. And Wilkins, he will definitely take his time.
He has that luxury now.
Yeah, I mean, that knee is a shot. He's worn it out with a chair. And with these heavyweight title matches, you do get a longer time limit. Look at Attitude fight up, though.
Oh, he slipped out. Great move from the champion. He had to use whatever he had on hand, and what he had on hand were those feet for a big enziguri.
Wasn't enough. At least bought him a little time, but Wilkins is still stirring.
I don't know if the champion can stand Cecil Scott.
That's the question. He's really got to look at a quick pin, a roll-up of some kind. And a beautiful Indian deathlock. Grapevined him up here.
Back in the day, shoulders are down, Back in the day, so many Mid-Atlantic title matches would see that Indian deathlock come into play. Back in the days of men like Paul Jones, Wahoo McDaniel, and others.
Yeah, it was a very popular hold back in the day, especially in this area.
And Wilkins may win his second Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title with it.
Attitude able to get out of that, though. He may have went to the face and the eyes.
Can the champion stand?
Oh, look how gingerly he's standing.
Oh, crossbody! Into the cover! 2-2!
Great move by Wilkins. He saw the hesitation. He saw how gingerly he was standing.
He caught him not only off balance on those knees, but he knocked all the wind out of him. Wilkins picks up that chair in his hand with fire in his eyes.
He's going to load up and swing for the home run. Oh, right in the chin.
Attitude may have hit a home run too. No, sir.
Champion. I think he yanked the referee's foot.
It's no disqualification. There's nothing.
Wow.
Oh, you saw Attitude look to the official. I think Attitude may be regretting that no disqualification stipulation.
Right. I think he had to say one. Oh, he's got to hold a champion. I think he's going to nip this in the bud.
Perhaps he will cancel out the interference. Gotta be careful on those knees. Power slam into the flatliner. Wilkins has got the Weaver Cup. Wilkins has got the Weaver Cup, and he blasts Attitude in the face with it.
That thing is gold-plated. Not to mention that heavy wooden base, and he just clobbered him with it.
Wilkins, cover. 2-2.
Attitude is, I honestly think they're going to have to put the man down. They're going to have to put him down like a lame horse.
The only thing that was able to take the title away from him the first time was 2 of those mighty knockout swings from Marcellus King. Everyone else in the territory, even 400-pound Aaron Biggs, was put down by 1. It took 2 of them to finally take the title away from Attitude back in August. Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Wilkins. Oh, this is bad, bad.
It's Chet Sterling.
Trevor Lee and Chet Sterling, the aftermath, have hit the scene. Oh, boy. Heads up.
Oh! And he just obliterated Roy Wilkins.
Attitude and Sterling, even in the odds for the champion here. It is no disqualification.
Oh, come on, man.
Wilkins up. Zigzag. Back of the head, hit the canvas. Cover. Got it. Brad Attitude retains the gold.
With a little help from his friends, Brad Attitude is still the champion and will defend at Battlecade.
20 minutes, 53 seconds, your winner by pinfall, and still your CWF Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, Brad Attitude! So I guess this next show we've got is Battlecade, the biggest show of the year. And I don't have an opponent now. So Roy showed how good he was. And it's obvious my best friends here are 2 of the best, not only in the Carolinas, but across the world. So I'm telling you, I'm telling everybody, line up 5 other guys. I want me and 5 of the best challengers this company, the world has to offer. Because nobody knows more about 6-packs than I do. So the main event of Battlecade is a 6-pack challenge for this, the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship.
And there you have it. The main event of Battlecade is set. Brad Attitude will defend in a 6-pack challenge